Hello and welcome. This is Tom from Own Don't Rent, making your home ownership dreams a reality. I am a big believer in a fair go for someone out there who wants to own their own home but the bank say no. Today in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can own your own home through seller finance and what is the fair seller finance. How does that work? And what is the benefit to you? Seller finance simply, instead of the bank finance you, the seller finance you. Or another word, instead of you go to the bank and get the loan, the seller will give you the loan to buy a house. Now, let's walk you through with the traditional way of finance and the seller finance. Up here, I got the traditional bank finance. Let's say if you want to go to buy the house at $310,000, easily you will need around 10% deposit to buy this house. That equals $31,000. And if you have less than 20% deposit, the bank usually require you to buy a mortgage insurance, so you're looking at around $8,000, and also the solicitor fee you need around $1,000. Now you add up all together from 31 plus 8 plus 1 equal $40,000 that you need to come up with. Now let's assume that you are a first home buyer and you qualify for the first home owner grant. Then the government or the state revenue will give you that $7,000. So $40,000 you minus the $7,000, that equal $33,000 that you need to come up with in order for you to own your own home. And you also will need to have a good credit history, and usually you need 2-year tax return or tax assessment, and a proof of income that you're making solid income for you able to own your own home. Now that is the traditional way of finance. Now let's look at the seller finance. With the seller finance, let's assume that we buy the house at $310,000, the same with this house. You will need about 5% deposit, that equals $15,500. And mortgage insurance, there's no mortgage insurance that you have to pay for it, so there's zero mortgage insurance. So you save around $8,000 for the mortgage insurance. Of course, solicitor fee, you do have to pay around $1,000 for the solicitor fee. And let's also assume that you are qualified for the first home owner grant. Then the state revenue or the government will give you the $7,000. So you took of $16,500 being for 5% plus $1,000. So $16,500 minus the $7,000 equal $9,500 that you need to come up with. Now let's compare between $9,500 to $33,000. That is a big difference in number there that you have to save. Also, the benefit for seller finance is, just suppose that you got a marks on the credit history, so you got a little bit bad credit, is okay. And if you have no 2-year of tax record, that's also is okay. And if you're self-employed, you haven't got really some good 2-year of tax record, then it's also is okay. As far as the proof of income, you do need to show that you are making good money. And I want to say this one thing again, that you have to be comfortable to pay for your investment to own your own home. This example, in fact, it is a real life example of a couple of years ago. Our company helped Adam to own his own home. Now Adam was a young man and he's just been in the job for not that long, but he really want to own his own home, but the bank just say no because he didn't have enough deposit. He only have a $7,000 at a first home owner grant, and he have very tiny small deposit his own. But with our help, Adam was owning his own home and he renovated and he lived there a while and sold for a good profit even without going to the bank. So he was young and haven't been into the job for that long, he having a small deposit, but with our help he able to own his own home and make a great profit that we never would have otherwise. So I hope this video is help. If you have any question, just leave a comment there. I will happy to answer. Thank you for watching this video. This is Tom from own.rent.com.au. Thank you.